So does your roommate have COVID? Are you quite scared and do you have to quarantine? Because guess what? Me too. I mean, maybe you clicked on this video because you thought I was really pretty. And to that I say, thank you. But I decided to make this video to share a lovely guide on how to survive the Q. For those of you who don't know, the Q means quarantine. It's just the cool way of saying it. Here are my penguin slippers. So before I begin, I kind of want to just explain how the quarantine process works at my school, how I found out my roommate has Rona, and just all of that. If you're freaking out, feel free to skip ahead. I completely understand, but don't worry. It's gonna be okay. Take a deep breath. Relax. Drink some Coca-Cola, some hot chocolate, some Sprite. So I attend the University of Illinois, and here we get tested twice a week. It's like a spit test. There's a dramatic example of it. Oh, there's a bug in this cup. 2 weeks ago, my roommate started showing some symptoms. She was really fatigued and had some muscle aches, but she started a new workout, so she thought it was that. And then she did have like a slight common cold symptoms, like a little stuffy nose, but nothing too crazy. She actually got tested too, and it came back negative. So we're like, okay, she just has a little cold, she's a little tired, but it's not the Rona. But then on Tuesday, she came back positive. Then they gave her like necessary like protocol, asked where she's been the past 2 weeks so they could document it, and it said quarantine till the 29th of September. Later in the day, I got a call and someone did my other roommate who has been in contact with Lorena a lot that we have to quarantine till October 2nd. So technically when you see this will be my last day of quarantine. So my first tip is to actually quarantine, and I know it can be really boring, but just like try to spend as much time as possible away from your roommates. There's many things you could do during these 2 weeks in your room. First, I don't know, like I used to do gymnastics when I was little, and I've been really into randomly just like it's so weird, like getting in this like gymnastics position, and I just like will lie on the ground or like in my bed like that for like 2 minutes and just sit like that. I don't know, does anyone else do this? Is this weird? But I've like done this since I was little, so I want to know if like I'm just like naturally a stranger person or if you guys do that. I also spend a lot of time just like flopping around on the floor in my bed, so like here are some examples. I'm not gonna lie, I think I hurt my back. My back is really sore. I think I strained a muscle. But that's okay. As long as I don't have the Rona. You guys can also practice TikTok dances that you guys will never post because you're too embarrassed to post them. And you just like have a weird addiction to doing them. Another thing, you could do homework. Can't believe I said that. So the next tip is to track your symptoms. So here at University of Illinois, we get sent a survey every morning we have to fill out, and we basically just have to like check our temperature and click off if we're feeling any symptoms at all. I actually really like this because it really just helps you figure out how you're feeling, like what's going on. Also, you're supposed to get tested on the 5th day your roommate shows symptoms, because for the first 5 days they have COVID, they're the most contagious. So we got tested then, came out negative, and then we're getting tested again on our last day of quarantine. Oh, my back. Ow. I've been laying in this position for so long. Okay, hi, I'm back. So my next tip is to minimize any shared spaces you have. So this could be like a living room, a bathroom, like the kitchen. So I'm just gonna break it down just to make it a little bit easier for you guys. So first, for a living room, honestly, biggest advice, don't use it. Each time you're going to a shared space, like you probably should be really sanitizing it, putting on gloves, wearing a mask. So like the fact that like the living room required that, like just don't do it. The living room kind of encourages like you and your other roommates that don't have COVID to like want to hang out. But I don't advise that, just because what if one of the roommates end up getting symptoms one like randomly week 2? Then like the likelihood that you develop symptoms like 2 weeks later could happen. Next up, the kitchen. So again, like I said before, make sure if you're going into the kitchen that you're wearing mask, gloves, sanitizing before and sanitizing after, just like every little space you're touching. When we first found out that we were in quarantine, we made sure to order a huge grocery haul that included paper plates, plastic silverware, and a bunch of like frozen food. The like paper plates and silverware just makes it so much easier. Like we eat in our own room, and then we also like have our own garbages, so just like better not that we're not touching as many things. And then for the frozen foods, that just like makes it easier, so like we could go into the kitchen, quickly heat it up in the microwave, and like come out in like 30 seconds and we'll be good. And lastly, the most pivotal shared space is the bathroom. Honestly, like if there's any possibility, like let's say you have like 2 bathrooms or like 3 bathrooms, like make one bathroom like a designated spot for the person who has COVID. It's just so much easier. But if you have to share a bathroom with someone that has COVID, just make sure that you are sanitizing it so much. Like I want it to be like so clean, like more clean than you've ever seen it before. Try to put stuff like in different piles or different cabinets, just so you're not touching as many of the same things. And the 4th tip is to do things to keep you being healthy. So if you have vitamins, like take those gummies, vitamin D pills, whatever you have. And this all just like helps a lot. Like also eat fruits and vegetables, anything that will just help you keep that immune system up, orange juice. If you do work out, like feel free to do it in your room safely. I mean, my working out is just like me laying in a weird gymnastics position, but like it's working for me. I want to apologize because I've been kind of MIA, but school kind of just like whacked me in the head. I went abroad last semester, so it was a very easy semester, and then got sent home because of COVID. So like I like didn't remember how to do schoolwork when I came here, and I was like, wow, okay. And there's a lot of papers. I'm not good at writing papers, so it takes me a really long time. So I didn't have time to edit, and now obviously I was in the quarantine, and I was like, okay, I gotta get ahead of my schoolwork. So I finally got ahead, situated, and now I can make more vlogs, so get ready. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe like always. In the comments below, tell me if you like my penguin slippers. Bye, guys. Or if you're like me and you do weird gymnastics moves, like feel free to do that as well, because it's fun. It's fun.